And towing the slab, Yu Darvish. Chris, his strikeout rate this year among the best all time.
He's truly one of the elite strikeout pitchers in the league. I mean, strikeouts per 9 off the chart. So the opposing team, they know they have their work cut out for them anytime they're facing this guy or a guy like this that's going to get the swings and misses. Pretty much in a class of his own when it comes to that category.
All right, ready to get underway. This is Corbin Carroll. Here's a high chopper. Machado throws to first in time. And the first out of the game is an easy one. Time to take a look at the Diamondbacks lineup. They do a lot of things well in this offense, Singy. They control the strike zone. They make pitchers work hard for outs. And as a result, one of the better OBP teams in the league.
Well, what I love about it is it's an organizational philosophy. Whether you go to instructional league, whether you go to spring training, you see these guys even during batting practice when it doesn't matter. They're practicing that type of approach, Boog. And when you have that filtering through the organization, even when you call up a player, he steps right in and continues with the pattern that they have established at this level, which ultimately leads to a lot of success.
The shortstop, Geraldo Perdomo.
One gone, runner at first. Next to hit, Geraldo Perdomo. In the dirt. You know, you translate on base percentage, it's basically this. Teams that have a high on base percentage, they don't make outs at a very high rate. As my buddy Joe Sheehan says, OBP is life. And another ball. That one finds the corner. Now 2-1. In the air, left field, down the line. Nice grab on the run. 2 down.
Well, those can be pretty fun as an outfielder. Got to put it into his highest gear and go a long way to track that one down. Nothing better than that. You feel like a wide receiver playing football.
Here's Josh Naylor. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. Marte, the runner at first with 2 gone. Swing, and this one's bounced on the ground. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. One left for Arizona, and now the Padres get their first opportunity in a scoreless ball game. Back after this on the show. Back here in San Diego, and today's starting pitcher, Merrill Kelly. How about a scouting report on him?
Well, what quickly stands out to me for this guy is that he comes in with a 3-to-1 strikeout to walk ratio on the season. So when you consider consistency, the ability to get swings and misses, and to limit base runners, that's critical in winning games today, especially when teams are depending on the big swing, the home run, to win ball games.
Bottom of the first, and now here is Fernando Tatis Jr. And that one upstairs, ball 1. Fernando Tatis Jr. signed by the White Sox 2015 for $700,000. And then eventually moved in the James Shields trade in June of 2016. Next one misses, and the count is 2-0. That clips the corner. Next offering upstairs. And that one fouled off. Bounced up the middle. Toss to Naylor. And they take care of Tatis for the out. As we take a look at the Padres lineup. This is an offense, Chris, that's having a hard time scoring runs right now.
Yeah, sometimes things just aren't going to click, and unfortunately what happens is players press, they try to do a little bit more, and they get out of their game. You've got to let the game come to you. If you chase it, it's going to run from you. So this is a team that just needs to calm down, relax, and understand that they're going to come out of this.
Luis Arias stands in here, takes ball one low.
Drive.
Next offering is in for a strike. Out towards right center. That's well struck. In one, hops off the wall. Should be extra bases. Into second with a double, and they've got something brewing now.
Still able to come through behind in the count right there. That's a good sound coming off the bat, man. And as he connected out front and ripped it into the outfield, that's one of those swings where you just don't even feel the ball hit the barrel. That's a pure stroke.
Manny Machado up to the plate. Another solid power season. Rolled softly, but that goes foul.
Let's go, Manny.
And the 0-1. Swing and a line drive, and that's a base hit into right field. Stop sign goes up at third. Runners at the corners with one out.
He was all over that one. Really good swing right there. He got a pitch that he knew he could handle, allowed himself to stay back just a tad bit longer, and he hit the ball on the screws.
Here's Gavin Sheets now, left-hand bat. Swing and a foul out of play. And here it comes. That's a bullet, but it goes foul. That's a base hit, and they'll score first. It's 1-0.
We don't see this a whole lot anymore where hitters with two strikes are willing to shorten up, tighten up, and try to hit the ball back up the middle other way. He was trying to hit that hole, I believe. Very good at bat with two strikes.
2 on, 1 out. Jackson Merrill will hit next. Little chopper rolls foul. Now 1-1.
They've got him working a little harder in this first frame than he anticipated.
Inside. And it's 2-1.
Well, he's just given up 3 straight hits, and now behind in this count to this hitter. Might be a good time for somebody to call a timeout. Maybe the pitching coach go out there and talk to him just a little bit.
Popped up, foul territory behind the plate. Has room, and he makes the catch.
Batting 6th, the shortstop, Xander Bogaerts.
And a dangerous hitter coming up to hit in Xander Bogaerts. He's already set a new career best for stolen bases in a season, Chris. That one close, ruled a ball. And that is ball 1. First and second, 2 down. Swing and a ground ball. They get the force. They limit the damage here. So 1 run in the inning on this base hit. It's now 1-0. Back here at Petco Park, top of the second, Eugenio Suarez up to the plate now. Darvish back to work. And that one just misses. A ball and no strikes.
Well, that's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, you had a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
Darvish kicks, delivers.
Ball.
Really close pitch down around the knees there, and you could see him asking where it missed. Probably doesn't agree, but it appears he's ready to move on to the next pitch.
Let's see if he gives him anything to hit here. That
That's
one
a ball.
misses.
Take your base.
So a leadoff walk.
I don't think he really wanted to pitch to him right there anyhow.
Batting 6, the left fielder.
And it's Lourdes Gurriel Jr.
Gurriel.
Misses again, 5 in a row. That's a little bit low. Joe McDonald, our umpire behind the dish.
Yeah, Boog, Joey Mack. Sometimes a little tough to figure out. We may see some hitters and pitchers asking him where a pitch was here or there, but most of the time he keeps it reasonable.
Darvish delivers. Gurriel gets a piece. Yeah, that's fouled off.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Swing and a high fly ball left field. Sheets makes the play, and there's one down.
Just pulled off of it a little bit right there. That front shoulder coming open instead of staying closed. If he does that, he's going to be able to go up the middle the other way with some authority instead of a fly out to left.
And now here's a speed threat. Outfielder Jake McCarthy. This guy can absolutely fly. I think one of the faster players in baseball. And that is out of play.
This guy absolutely flies. The defense wants to turn two, but they've got to get a ball they can do it with. Make sure you get the first out before you try to rush and get two and end up with nothing.
And a foul ball. Line drive, and there's a base hit. Quick throw back in. Lead runner holds at second with one gone.
Good two-strike hitting right there, Boog. A bit of a lost start for some, so that was nicely done to beat the odds. He got that front foot down, and pitch recognition was on point. Pretty impressive for an 0-2 count.
First and second, one out. Randall Grichuk now at the plate. That's in there, and it's 0-1. Swing and a high fly ball down the right field line. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. Out number 2.
Batting 9, the catcher,
Jose Herrera digs in now.
It's early, but these at-bats can impact a game just as much as they do later. Here's a chance to set the tone early for your team.
And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike.
And I know you want to be patient as a hitter, but you got to be ready to jump on the first thing straight. And he got one right there, but left the bat on his shoulder.
tying run in scoring position here at the top of the second. And a swing and a miss. That ends the frame.
A lot of adrenaline, we can see it right there, and sometimes you just got to let it out. That's an outstanding job of taking that, executing, and getting out of a tough inning.
And welcome back to the
Leading up
ballpark.
for the
Bottom of the
Padres,
second.
the
Now
second
there's Jake
baseman,
Cronenworth.
Cronenworth.
Pitch
Ball.
misses inside, and it's 1-0. Cronenworth, a 7th-round pick by the Rays in 2015 out of the University of Michigan, where he was a two-way guy. And in fact, the Rays used him that way. That's
Ball.
down and in. Now a pop-up on the infield. Naylor pulls it down, and there's one away.
Batting 8th, the first baseman, Trenton Brooks.
Trenton Brooks, the next up for the Padres. Close, but called a ball. Ball one.
No
Evidently not too impressed with that call, and it feels like he got squeezed on the outside corner, so he's making his case. You got to be careful to pick your spots in terms of showing your frustration with the umpire, and he felt this was his time.
Misses
That's
off the
inside.
plate.
Ball two.
Now 2-0. One out, bases empty. That
Ball,
misses.
that's too low.
Ball 3. That's a strike. And there's ball 4.
Take your base.
Close pitch there, but you got to forget about that
Batting
call
ninth,
if you're out
the
on the
catcher,
mound. You can't let it
Diaz.
affect you going forward. You've got to
Diaz.
get out of the inning first, and then if you want to be frustrated, take it out in the dugout.
There's a line drive to left field. This one looks like trouble. Coming home. Safe. It's 2-0.
Comes through with the RBI. That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you got to make them pay.
So man aboard, one down, and it's Tatis at the plate. And the pitch a little bit low, ball 1. Diaz, the runner at second with one away. And that one is in for a strike. Good pitch.
Well, we call that keyholing. Even though it's right there and looks pretty good, if he doesn't love it, he's not going to swing that early in the count.
Next offering is fouled back. Hit on the ground to short. Throws to first, and they take care of Tatis for the out.
The designated hitter, number 4, Luis Arias.
Luis Arias stands in. 1 for 1 with a double and a run scored. Singy, he's got a history of coming through into big spots. I know I like to talk about, I'm not sure whether clutch actually exists, but you look at the numbers, and this guy always seems to deliver in those spots. Hammered down the line, took the extra bases, headed for the plate. He'll score easily. In safely with a double, his second of the day.
He has had such a good day today. I don't think he's going to want to leave when it's over.
A couple of doubles today for the DH. Here's Manny Machado now. 1 for 1 with a single so far. In there at the knees. And that is strike one.
Well, I think it's the ability to assess the situation, understanding what the pitcher has, what he's trying to get people out on, and then being able to use the entire field. If you're a guy that can only hit to one field, then you're really not going to be able to come through in clutch situations because pitchers are going to adjust. But because he's able to use the entire field, that's why he's so successful in these situations.
Flares it into the outfield and makes the play, and that's out number 3. So it's 2 runs on 2 hits, no errors, and a runner left. We head on now to the top of the 3rd. It's the Padres 3 and the Diamondbacks nothing. And we're back. And now the DH, Corbin Carroll.
Corbin Carroll.
When you played, did you play with guys that you thought were clutch, and sort of what were the attributes you said that's what he possesses that allows him to come through?
Well, we always used to joke, you know, guys want to eat steak, and there were some that just had a knack, could understand that, all right, this is a big, payout if I can come through with a knock here. But I think when you really look at the numbers, you really...
And he beats him to first. He's safe.
You got to love his hustle down the line to beat the flip to the bag. I mean, there's a lot going on between a first baseman and the pitcher during these plays, and he just kept his head down and beat it out.
Ketel Marte up to the plate. A single his first time. Just missed.
1-0.
One of the things that Jim Leland used to say when I was broadcasting with the Marlins, the longer a plate appearance goes for a batter, the more likely it is that something good will happen for the hitter. And that one lifted in the air, center field. Merrill under it. And out number 1 on the grab.
The batter, number 2, shortstop, Geraldo Perdomo.
Next to hit for Arizona, Geraldo Perdomo.
I love this part of the game. Does he really want to try and steal second against this catcher? I know he's fast, but it's pretty risky.
First pitch, and he just misses.
Well, here's an interesting stat on Darvish. He has more than 100 wins in his big league career. The only Japanese-born pitcher with more wins is Hideo Nomo, my former teammate.
Reaches over the wall, and he's got it!
The first baseman, number 22, Josh Naylor.
And now it's Josh Naylor. 0 for 1. He grounded out in his first at bat. Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. And it's into the gap. Coming home. He will score.
Well done. Narrows the deficit with the RBI there. I'll tell you,
When you smoke a line drive into the gap like that, I mean, sure,
home runs are king, but I feel like nothing makes you feel like a true professional hitter more than a bolt the other way.
So runner at second, 2 down. And Eugenio Suarez up to hit now. Worked a walk at his first trip to the plate. And a swing and a miss there.
Well, the offense has gotten going, and a pitcher wants to go out there, have a real quick inning, get those guys back into the dugout so those bats can stay hot.
Oh, he gloves it. Dbacks with a run-scoring double. And this is now a 3-1 ball game. It's Major League Baseball, and it's on the show. Bottom of the inning.
Leading
Here's
up
the left
for the
fielder,
Padres,
Gavin Sheets.
The left fielder, Gavin Sheets.
And first offering is fouled off. I've gotten to call some incredible NLDS games here at Petco Park between the Padres and their fierce rivals, the LA Dodgers. NLDS Game 4 here in 22 when the Padres knocked off LA, and then Game 4 in 2024 when the Dodgers started their comeback and eventual run to the World Series. One of the great fan environments in baseball.
The center fielder,
Jackson
number 3,
Merrill, the next up for the
Jackson
Padres. He popped out to the catcher his first time up. And a strike in there.
Ball.
So a foul ball makes it 1-2. One down, base is empty. That's inside.
This guy's a fun guy to watch taking at bat. He just battles up there. He doesn't take a pitch off at all. Makes it so difficult on the pitchers out there. You can tell they get frustrated with how long it takes to put him away.
Two now. And there's a ball.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Really good battle right there, and that final pitch probably could have gone either way. He was hoping he'd get ball 4. Instead, the umpire rings him up for the backwards K.
Two down, base is empty. And here is Xander Bogaerts. And a strike. Bogaerts in his 12th season batting 6th in today's lineup. And he was born in Aruba. 2 outs, base is empty. Next offering is fouled back. Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts.
Impeccable command in that one. 3 batters, 3 strikeouts. That's electric stuff out there on the mound.
Back here in San Diego, John Sciambi with Chris Singleton, and set to lead off the 4th, Lourdes Gurriel Jr.
Head back to the desert, D-back. Come on, Padres!
This one in the air, right field. Makes the catch, and there's one gone.
Up next for the Diamondbacks, the center
Jake
fielder,
McCarthy stands in now for the Diamondbacks. And he's already singled in this game.
You know, the first manager to ever win a game here at Petco Park was Tony Gwynn. Yes, Tony Gwynn. They had a college baseball tournament here in March 2004.
and Tony managed San Diego State to a win.
And that's in for a strike.
One ball.
And the count
one strike.
1-1. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Swing and a miss. A strikeout for Yu Darvish.
He had him out in front, which isn't easy to do against a hitter like this, known for using the
Now
entire
batting,
field.
right
Just
fielder,
couldn't sit back
Randall
long enough on that one.
Grichuk.
Randall Grichuk now. He's 0 for 1. That one is downstairs, and that's ball 1. 2 down, nobody on. Top half of inning number 4. And that's in for a strike.
1-1.
Falling
Ball
behind
inside.
2-1. That
Ball
one
3.
missed. Oh, can't pick it up cleanly. Still fires to first, and the throw is late. They couldn't overcome the misplay.
Now batting. Catcher,
Well, with 2
Jose
outs, I'm thinking he had his mind on getting in the dugout so they could get to hitting. All it takes is just a little lapse in concentration. So now let's see if his pitcher will pick him up.
Here's the catcher, Jose Herrera. Struck out swinging his first time. There's the strike.
Yep.
Grichuk off of first with 2 away. Swing and a miss.
Good
0-2.
late sink on that fastball. Out of the hand, looks so good. And then by the time it gets in the hitting zone, hard to get the barrel to it.
Swings through that, and it's a strikeout. That K is his 3rd of the game. 1 left for the Diamondbacks. Score holds. It's 3-1. Bottom of the 4th.
Leading
So
up
digging
for
in
the
now for
Padres,
San Diego,
the second
Jake
baseman,
Cronenworth.
Jake Cronenworth.
Ball
No,
1
that's a
there.
ball.
And that drops in for a strike.
1 ball. 1 strike.
Make it 4 strikeouts in a row. Just cruising along. Trenton Brooks,
Now batting.
the next up for the
First baseman,
Padres.
Trenton Brooks.
Right through there for a strike. He swings and fouls one off. 0-2 now. Breaking
That's a
ball
ball.
misses down and away. Base is empty, 1 away. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Line drive. Snags it for the 2nd out.
That swing right there tells me he's seeing the ball pretty
Now
well.
batting,
I know it
the
didn't
catcher,
produce a hit, but he
Diaz.
made solid contact, and that's
Diaz.
all you're looking to do anytime you're at the plate.
And now it's Elias Diaz. Doubled his first time up. That's in there. Strike one.
Goodness, I think he just took the best pitch he's going to see in this at bat. You don't get many like that in that location. I don't know if you take that pitch against any pitcher out there on the mound.
That one's in there. That is strike two. Gets a piece and stays alive. Two outs. Got him looking, and he didn't like the call. Padres down in order as the lead remains 3-1. Back here at Petco Park, new inning getting started, and now Corbin Carroll. Darvish back to work. That's a slider for a strike.
Well, these Diamondbacks just lacking discipline at the plate in this ball game. They've been chasing pitches outside the zone all game, and it's led to some frustrating moments. They've been fooled quite a bit today.
One away here in the fifth.
The batter, number 4, second baseman, Ketel.
Here's Ketel Marte. 1 for 2. Singy, he's a guy that covers both sides of the plate about as well as anyone in the sport. How difficult is that to do?
Well, just look at the back of my bubblegum card. You'll see how hard it is. These guys are great, man. They have the ability to look out there, but also to be able to turn on the inside pitch. Those that can really sharpen things on the outer half, those are the ones that become elite. Not showing great command so far in this at bat. 2-0 count. He's got to execute here, or this could get ugly.
That one misses, and that's ball 3. The D-backs trailing by 2, and we're at the top of the fifth. There's a strike. 3-1.
Thought the green light might be on right there, but maybe not. If you're looking to swing in that count, that's the pitch you want.
Swing and a ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. So a man aboard now with 1 away.
The batter, number 2, shortstop, Geraldo.
So digging in, Geraldo Perdomo. 0 for 2 in this one. And a slider in there for a strike.
No ball. 1 strike.
Man at first, 1 away. That one pulled foul. Down and in, moved his feet. Marte, the runner at first with 1 gone in the inning. Got him. Make it 4 strikeouts for him on the bump today.
Well, I'm not really sure why he let that one go by. I mean, out of the hand, it had a lot of the strike zone. Sure, it had some good arm side run at the end to move to the outside part of the plate, but with 2 strikes, you got to be ready to swing it there, and you can't leave it in the umpire's hands.
And next will be the cleanup hitter, Josh Naylor. Outside low, ball 1.
1 ball, no strikes.
Naylor tries to check his swing. Now a look to third. And Freddie Ferguson says he went around. On the ground, right side. Tosses to first. Out number 3. 1 left for Arizona, and they still trail it here 3-1. And welcome back to the
Leading up
ballpark.
for the
And now the
Padres,
right fielder,
the right
Fernando
fielder,
Tatis Jr.
Fernando Tatis Jr.
And first offering is fouled off.
You know, these Padres, digging into their numbers, have to be happy with the swings they're taking. A handful have turned into outs, but of the balls they've put in play, 10 have been line drives. I say keep barreling the ball and good things will happen. Don't let that get you frustrated.
And that one hit to first. Takes it himself.
He's out.
And the leadoff hitter retired in the fifth.
The designated hitter, number 4, Luis Arias.
Now it's the DH, Luis Arias. First pitch misses. And that's in there at the knees. Just missed.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Swings through that one out in front that time.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
The other way, Suarez throws across the diamond. Home half of the 5th inning, moving along.
The
2
third
quick
baseman, number
outs.
13, Manny Machado.
Here comes Manny Machado. First pitch just misses. Right through there for a strike. They say you win.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Slider
2-2.
misses outside. Not
Full
close
count.
with that one. And now 3-2. Three and
Ball
2. The
4. Take
pitch
your base.
is outside. And ball 4.
It feels to me like his time
The
on the
left
mound is
fielder,
running
number
short.
30,
Starting to show some
Gavin.
signs of fatigue. So
Jeez.
we'll see how much longer they let him go.
Sheets
Hook
in the
one.
box again. Takes a strike. Action in the pen down there. Jalen Beeks up and throwing for manager Torey Lovello. Woodford also getting ready. Drilled out towards left center field. McCarthy trying to get there. Nabs it. And that will end the inning. So it's no runs on no hits, no errors, and 1 left on. 5 innings complete. It's the Padres 3 and the Diamondbacks 1. All right, we go to
Leading off for
the
Arizona,
top half of
the third
inning
baseman,
number 6.
Eugenio
Here's the third baseman,
Suarez.
Eugenio Suarez. And that's
No,
down
that's
and
a ball.
away. That
No, that's
misses.
too high.
2 balls, no strikes.
2-0 count to a guy like this at the plate. You've got to throw a pitcher's pitch. Don't just try to get a strike. He could make you pay.
Ball.
Swinging a foul straight back. That one misses. So a leadoff walk. How big a deal is that walk?
I don't think it's a big deal because if you pitch to the previous hitter with the power he has, he can hit a home run. I think it was a calculated walk. We'll see how it pays off here.
Gurriel gets a piece. The next pitch misses, and it's a ball and a strike.
You don't want to get beat by a fastball in, and he spits on that one.
And that drops in for a strike.
Tonight, his slider has been really impressive. I mean, tight spin. Seems like the hitters aren't picking it up out of the hand.
Swing and a miss, and he got him. Now 5 strikeouts for him on the mound. Next up for the Diamondbacks, Jake McCarthy.
Jake McCarthy.
Close one, doesn't get the call. And that's ball 1.
That one called just inside, I think, and on the mound, he's trying to get a little bit of an explanation. Doesn't seem to be too bothered by it, though, but he clearly thought it clipped the corner.
Here's a high fly ball out to center. Merrill under it. Drops into the glove. That's out number 2.
The right fielder, number 15, Randall Grichuk.
So up next, Randall Grichuk. And there's a foul ball. With the tying run at the plate, and we're in the top half of the 6th.
1-1.
Not even close there. And that's ball 2.
Back-to-back breaking pitches away, you get the feeling as a hitter that the pitcher's afraid of you, that he doesn't want to challenge you. So I think the confidence level is raised right here.
Close, but call the ball. 3-1.
Here's an opportunity to do some damage and perhaps unlock this offense. 3-1 count. Be ready to turn on a fastball.
Suarez off of first with 2 away.
Great RBI spot here. Just got to stay focused on the pitch. The runner will be in motion, so something in the gap should definitely score it.
Fouled off again, and it remains 3-2. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Two outs. Swinging a foul ball at the plate. They'll do it again. Swing and a miss, and that is that. So no runs, no base hits, no errors, and a runner left. We go to the bottom half of inning number 6, and the 5, 6, 7 slots due up. It's the Padres 3 and the Diamondbacks 1.
Now pitching for
Back
Arizona.
now for the bottom of the 6th, and there's
Number
a new pitcher on the
68.
mound, Jalen Beeks.
Well, he's been hit pretty hard at times this season, as you see with the big ERA. So this is an important outing for him to get on the right track.
Jackson
Leading
Merrill
up
getting
for the
ready to
Padres,
hit.
The center fielder, Jackson Merrill.
That one the other way. Leadoff man retired in the 6th.
Really nice job to get your first out of the ball game.
2, shortstop Xander Bogart.
And here comes Xander Bogaerts. Bogaerts, who wears that number 2 on his back for his idol, Derek Jeter. Check swing on the first pitch. Appeal down to first. Didn't go. Beeks, in his 7th season, he features a 4-seam fastball, a changeup, a cutter, and he occasionally uses a curve. Has room, and he makes the catch.
The batter, number 9, second baseman Jake
Cronenworth, the next up for the Padres. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. Movement in the bullpen, number 43, up and throwing for manager Torey Lovullo. Next offering is fouled back. 2 down, nobody on. Here in the bottom of the 6th. Strike 3. Got him looking on the changeup. Padres go down quietly, but they still lead at 3-1. Welcome back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound, Adrian Morejon.
Well, the best relievers love the opportunity to come in and protect a tight lead late in the ball game. Some of them are just wired different, so we'll see what he's got here.
Leading off for the Diamondbacks,
Jose Herrera stands in now for the Diamondbacks.
Herrera.
Who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. Check swing, and he went. Strike 1. That's in there.
Pitching has been pretty dominant in this one, but you got to be careful. Not working with too big a lead. They could get right back in this ball game if you're not careful.
And a swing and a miss. Beat him with a fastball.
Well, tough night at the dish. Punching out for the 3rd time right there. He just hasn't looked very comfortable at the plate. A little unsure of his timing right now. Not picking up the spin and location of these pitches. They'll have some adjustments to make.
Corbin Carroll stands in now for the Diamondbacks. That one catches the corner for a strike. Base is empty, 1 away. Here in the top half of inning number 7. And a foul ball. Just missed. Bullpen action for the Padres. Jason Adam preparing to come on if needed. Matsui getting loose as well. Swing and a line drive. That's a base hit into right field. And that'll bring the tying run to the plate.
The batter, number 4, second baseman Ketel.
An outstanding hitter in Ketel Marte. Just off the inside edge.
This might be a steal situation, but that's not your average catcher behind the dish. You have to be careful here.
The tying run at the plate. Fought off foul. That one way inside.
If you're going to miss, you want to miss outside the zone. When you miss inside the zone, it's trouble.
Tying run at the plate. Swing and a miss. 2-2.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
Morahome keeping him close. That one to first. It's in and out of his glove. Gets off a throw, and they get him. The misplay made it a bit messy, but they cleaned things up for the out.
Good slider inside right there. Batter fighting to get there, just rolled over and got the ground ball.
So 2 down now, and here is Geraldo Perdomo. 0 for 3 in this one. The shortstop takes the ball. 2 outs and 1 in scoring position.
Ball outside.
That one down the line and foul ball. Man on second, 2 down. Right side. Boots it. And that'll put runners at the corners with 2 away.
Now batting.
Looked to me like he kind of let the ball
John
play him instead of
Mlb.
playing the ball, and it just ate him up. Your hands get stiff, and even the best infielders make these kinds of mistakes. You just have to learn from it and move on.
And the Padres manager making his way towards the mound as he will make the move. Adrian Morahome out of the game, and the line not closed on him yet as he's responsible for the runners on base. Back with a new pitcher after this.
Now pitching for the
And
Padres.
we've got ourselves a pitching change.
Number
Jason
40.
Adam.
These are the spots
Jason
relievers really
Adam.
make a name for themselves, late and close. There's not much margin for error, but at the same time, there's a reason they're put in these situations.
So here's the cleanup hitter, Josh Naylor. That's
Ball 1.
inside. 1-0. Two on, 2 outs. And that one fouled off.
He's bagging. Give me that pitch one more time. A hanging changeup just out in front.
Close one, doesn't get the call. 2-1.
Home plate umpires trying to tighten things up a little bit.
In for a strike, and now just 1 pitch away from surviving the inning. That's ripped into the outfield. And that's the 3rd out. Diamondbacks strand a pair, and it remains a 3-1 ball game.
Now pitching for the
We're back in a
Diamondbacks.
new pitcher here to start the bottom of the
Number
7th.
31.
Jake Woodford.
Just
Jake
trying to keep this one close here,
Woodford.
and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
And now the first
Leading
baseman,
up for
Trenton
the Padres,
Brooks.
the first baseman, Trenton Brooks.
First
Ball,
offering,
no.
and it just misses. And
Ball
another
2.
ball. Next
That's a
offering
strike.
in there for a strike. And it's 2-1 now. Tapped softly on the ground.
That's foul.
And that's just foul. And that's
Full count.
outside. In the air, fairly deep to right field. Grichuk makes the grab, one down.
The catcher, number 17, Elias Diaz.
Here's Elias Diaz. Pitch
Ball.
misses inside. Ball one. Ground ball right side. Marte handles, throws to first, and that is out number 2.
Now batting, the right fielder, Fernando Tatis.
Fernando Tatis Jr. to hit here. 3 groundouts already. He's 0 for 3. Right through there for a strike. That pitch clips the outside corner. No balls, 2 strikes. And ball 1.
1-2.
And
Yes.
down on strikes. And good work there as he gets a 1-2-3. Nothing doing there for the Friars. And the score stays 3-1. Back here in San
Leading off for
Diego,
Arizona,
ready to begin
the
the
third
8th.
baseman,
Down to third baseman, Eugenio
Suarez.
Suarez. Swing and a drive, deep right field. That's got a chance. And off the base of the wall. Cut off, throw to second. Not in time. That's a leadoff double.
Everything came together for him. So close to
Now
blasting that
the
one
left
out of
fielder,
here the other
Jordan
way, but that's very
Urias.
tough to do when you take on the outfield gap like that. Beautiful swing, though. Let the ball get a little deep and drove it to the opposite field. Really important at bat coming up now.
Runner in scoring position, no outs. Now the left fielder, Lourdes Gurriel Jr. First
That's the
pitch
ball.
doesn't find the zone. And that one clips the corner. And that's outside. 2-1.
Pretty easy to give up on that pitch right there. Started on the edge of the plate with the spin. You know it's going to finish well off the plate.
Tying run at the plate. Stop sign goes up at third. Runners at the corners. Nobody
Now
out.
batting,
Showed some
the
really
center
nice
fielder,
patience in
Jake
that at bat. Worked himself into a
McCarthy.
good count. Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly. Now that sets up a huge at bat in this ball game.
Manager out of the dugout, and he's going to make a change. Jason Adam gives way. 2-run ball game as he heads for the dugout, and we'll be back with a new pitcher.
Now pitching for the
Yuki
Padres,
Matsui on to pitch out of the pen
number
here.
1.
Left-handed batter at the plate,
Yuki
and he's been excellent in those matchups this
Matsui.
year, so this seems like a calculated move.
Making
Now
a
running
move at
at third
third,
base.
and here's the pinch runner, Blaze
Number
Alexander.
Blaze
Now up next for
Alexander.
Arizona, Jake McCarthy. 1 for 3. And a
1-0.
curve misses outside.
In the infield at the corners, don't be surprised to see them come home first and prevent that run from scoring.
With the go-ahead run at the plate, and we're in the top of the 8th. This one popped up right side. Cronenworth makes the grab, 1 away.
Now batting, the right fielder, Randall.
Now it's
Grichuk.
the right fielder, Randall Grichuk. Top of the zone, and it's called a strike. Meanwhile, activity in the bullpen. Ryan Hoeing up and throwing. Suarez also throwing. Alexander on third. Gurriel at first. One gone. That missed by a lot, and it's 1-1. And there's a ball.
Good spot for the hitter. Definitely has the advantage in this count with runners on. Look for him to be aggressive on this next pitch.
Lefty out of the stretch. Runners at first and third. Swing and a foul back, and that's out of play.
Instead of letting the hitter get his arms extended, tied him up a little bit. Slightly up, slightly in.
Fights it off. You'll see another. Lefty continues to work, but the closer getting loose in the bullpen. Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2.
Well, he knows they don't want to give him anything to hit, but when you've got opportunities to drive in runs, you've got to expand the zone. He's capable of going out there and doing damage with it.
That one back up the middle, and it gets through. In comes the runner from third, and it's an RBI single, and they trail by one. A perfect example right there. That plate discipline, it pays off.
The deeper he gets into a count, the more comfortable he becomes, and he usually wins the battle.
2 on, 1 out. Herrera will hit next. 3 strikeouts already. He's 0 for 3. Ball 1, no strikes.
1 ball, no strike.
Got him to chase one upstairs there.
It's had a tough day at the plate. 3 strikeouts already. It's hard not to think negative, but you got to find a way to somehow center up the baseball and put it in play.
So the tying run at second. In the air, center field. Makes the grab. 2 down.
The batter, number 7, designated hitter, Corbin Carroll.
Now Corbin Carroll to the dish for a big at bat. And there's a strike.
Well, I think that pitch surprised all of us. Right down the middle, doesn't get a swing. Not very often you see a hitter lay off a cookie like that.
That one close, ruled a ball. And the count even 1-1. Late swing, foul to the left.
Well, if he's going to do something special right here, it's going to have to happen with 2 strikes.
2 outs. That one missed. Got him looking. That ends the inning, and they limit the damage. But they pick up 1 run on the RBI single. It's now a 3-2 ball game. You're watching Major League Baseball on The Show. Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th, John
Now
Curtis.
pitching for the Diamondbacks, number 46, John Curtis.
Stepping in,
Leading
Luis
off, Diego
Arias,
Padres,
known
the
for his
designated
late
hitter,
inning heroics.
Arias.
That one's upstairs, ball 1. Activity in the bullpen. Anthony DeSclafani, the veteran right-hander, appears to be loosening up. Oh, he doesn't get the call. And now 2-0.
2 balls, no strike.
Check swing. He went too far, and it's a strike.
2 balls, 1 strike.
That one fouled off, 2-2. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Swing and a ball lined out towards center. That's a hit. And they had their first hit since the second inning.
Just so sound in his mechanics. Hits against a firm front side. And the hands just continue to carry through the middle of the field.
Now Machado up here. And that one upstairs, ball one. And Manny gets a piece. And that's downstairs and outside.
2-1.
Runner at first with no outs here. Runner takes off. And there's a rocket into the outfield. Lead runner makes the turn at second. Rounds third, headed for the plate. He'll score.
So that was one of those high percentage advantage counts where batting averages are just so much higher. Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy, didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep, took the barrel right to it, and then extended through the swing for the line drive base hit.
Now here is Gavin Sheets. And a fastball clips the outside corner for a strike. One on, nobody out, a run in here, the bottom half of the eighth inning. Foul ball. And they'll do it again. Out towards right center field. Grichuk sizes this one up. And there's one away.
The center fielder, number 3, Jackson Merrill.
Digging in, Jackson Merrill. That one finds the zone, and that's strike one. Line to left, and it stays fair. Coming home. He'll score easily.
Picks himself up an RBI. Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to it. That's great work right there.
Manager out of the dugout now, and it looks like we'll see a change on the mound. John Curtis departs, and he's responsible for the runner on second, so the book isn't closed on him yet. We'll be right back.
Now pitching for the
They turn
Diamondbacks,
things over to the southpaw, number 43.
And this could be a pretty critical point in this game. They're hoping he's the guy to keep him within striking distance.
One out, runner at second. Next for the Padres, Xander Bogaerts. Swings through that one above the zone.
No balls. 1 strike.
Man at second. And a pop-up on the left side of the infield. Perdomo brings it in, and there's 2 down.
The batter, number 9, second baseman, Jake Cronenworth.
Here's the second baseman, Jake Cronenworth. First pitch misses.
1-0.
Line drive, makes the grab, and that'll end the inning. 2 runs, 3 hits, no errors, and 1 left. Through 8 full, it's the Padres 5 and the Diamondbacks 2.
Now pitching for
Back
the
now,
Padres.
and on the mound, the closer,
Number
Robert
75.
Suarez.
I think
Robert.
closer has to be one of the toughest jobs in baseball, and we see a pretty high turnover rate because of it. Every outing seems to be high pressure, this one included. We'll see if he can wrap up the win and get himself a save.
Now it's the second baseman, Ketel Marte. And first offering is fouled off. That one ripped, but foul. Fouls that off to the left, and we'll do it again. The 0-2.
1-2.
And that's
2-2.
outside. Drilled in the air, high and deep right field. Tatis going back on this one. Going, gone. Home run number 20 on the year, and they're chipping away. It's 5-3.
That swing just injected more drama into this one. He's so good at getting his arms extended, and that's exactly what he did right there. You don't typically want to pull a pitch in that part of the plate, but he doesn't allow his wrists to roll over, stays through the ball, gets the loft, and gets the home run.
Yeah, the batter now, Geraldo Perdomo. There's a strike. Suarez, in his 4th year, he features a 4-seam fastball, a sinker, a changeup, and occasionally uses a cutter. On the ground, and it goes just foul. Line drive, base hit. And that'll bring the tying run to the plate.
The first move felt like a bit
Now
of a
batting,
guess. You
the
have to
first
be
baseman,
right in those
Josh
spots, or things can get away from you
Wheeler.
awfully quickly.
Now here's the cleanup hitter for Arizona, Josh Naylor. A swing and a miss, and that's strike 1.
All season long, he's racked up a number of saves, and sometimes the adrenaline doesn't get high enough until there's a runner or two on base.
Up the middle, Cronenworth. The flip, 1 at second. How about that double play?
They made that double play look so easy, but it was far from routine. That's the one thing about big leaguers. They make tough plays look simple.
Diamondbacks down to their final out. Blaze Alexander, the next to hit. Entered the game as a pinch runner. First plate appearance for him here. And that drops in for a strike.
Just about gives his skipper a heart attack, but that's where he functions best.
Back Backed off the plate that time.
Straighten him up a little bit.
Just missed.
Wow, triple digits on the gun.
One
I know there are more pitchers that can reach that now than in the past, but it's still impressive to watch.
Next pitch is outside.
Pressure mountain right here with the tying run in the on-deck circle. He's got to find the strike zone.
The 3-1. There's a strike.
Just amazing to me how many closers and back-end relievers just throw absolute gas these days. I never would have had a chance.
That's a good at-bat right there. He was down early in that plate appearance. Works the walk.
They're not ready to go home
Now
quite yet.
Left field.
Here's Lourdes Gurriel Jr.
Gurriel.
And that's in for a strike. With the tying run at the plate, here at the top of the ninth. And that one fouled off.
A little early on that fastball. I'm sure the pitcher taking a note. Look for an off-speed pitch on this next one.
One strike away.
100 miles an hour, foul that off. That's a good piece of swinging. I won't say hitting because he didn't get a knock, but a good piece of swinging to keep the at-bat alive.
And the pitch is outside, ball one.
That turns out to be a
One ball,
really good
two
take
strikes.
right there, but you don't want to end this game with the bat on your shoulder.
Tying run at the plate. And
No,
that one
that's a ball.
missing low.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Towards first
Foul ball.
and foul ball. This to third. On to first. Ball game.
Well, he does a nice job of coming in and getting the save. He made a mistake with the pitch, gave up the solo home run, but